Morning, Mr. Sana. This is looking at your compare and contrast practice essay number 1. And, I see a lot of good things in here, a lot of potential. I like how you try to use a quote to start it off. And I think you did a good job generally of staying on topic and keeping the essay pretty good. But there are a few things that need to be corrected and that I want you to learn from as well. So let's go to the essay, and it starts here. So first of all, with the essay, make sure your formatting is consistent, meaning the same. So here you have spaces and here you don't. That's not okay, but that's a small thing. But just make sure you stay the same throughout your essay. So going to the intro, I like how you started a quote and you try to explain it, but it's really confusing on what you're trying to say here. I don't understand what is like doctors. Doctors are like design, and how are doctors like design? Because that's easy. I don't think the comparison is very clear on how doctors are like design or doctors are like. It was hard to understand. Definitely had me bring the grade down because it was hard to understand what exactly you're trying to say. And then you give us why you're talking about the subject, because your uncle's engineering. Nice, clear thesis. But again, the first part, I like how you attempted to use a quote, and I do want you to keep on doing that. But try to make it a little bit more clear on the connection. I'm not exactly clear. I would give you suggestions, but I'm not clear exactly on what the connection would be. So for intro, I would like to give you here, but just because it's so confusing, the hook is confusing, I'm going to give you here. But again, I would normally give you between if this was a real essay. And of course, if you want to make the changes, you make the changes and make this a little bit more clear for me and resubmit it in next week's file, then you will get more marks. In regards to the body, I think you have a nice clear topic sentence. First difference between engineer and doctor is the study's difficulty. This could be a little bit more clear. I understand it, but it could be a little bit more clear. I think a better way to say would be the amount of the studies for each profession, or the amount of the studies, or engineers first time. Engineers has less study time. Then you give examples. So you're making your point here. You give examples. That's good. 4 straight years. And the second thing, I like how you clearly mark where you're going. The second thing is that it's not very hard because it is less subjects. Give an example of that. What do you mean by less subjects? And again, show the comparison between the engineers and doctors. That should be here. On the other hand, doctors are known for long study time. It may take up to 7 hours to be a doctor, although it's very hard. I like how you're trying to attempt difficult sentences, complex sentences using although is very hard. Not everyone can take it. It's not exactly correct. Although it's very hard, not everyone can take it, comma. You have to complete that. There's something missing here. People still like to be doctors. It has many subjects every year. Therefore, because the study is difficult engineering. And I like how you gave a concluding sentence. Again, very nice stuff. Next paragraph. The second difference between engineers and doctors is job responsibilities. Again, nice, clear topic sentence. I like it. Both of them have responsibility, however, engineers have salaries. Although, again, here, trying to attempt again another complex sentence, but try to pick a different word. Instead of using although again, use while. And here's although again. And that's too many times in this such a short essay. While, when, since. Use these other complex sentence words. They can't have part-time. I don't understand what you mean by they can't have part-time. Maybe you mean overtime? I don't understand. It needs more explanation. And then this next sentence doesn't explain it. Although they don't let them to open their own department. Again, I'm kind of confused. Engineers don't have big responsibility. On the other hand, and engineers don't have big responsibility. You need to explain that. Like, if engineers are building bridges, I think it's a pretty big responsibility where you have thousands, hundreds of people, thousands of people driving over a bridge. On the other hand, doctors have responsibility. Doctor's salary, and then you don't explain how they have responsibility. Doctor's salary can be up to $10, and then you go into salary. They can take responsibility. They're responsible for their patients. They're because of the job's responsibility engineers. So again, you try to do a complex sentence. So generally, I do like your body paragraphs, and I would like to go here. But that second paragraph was a little bit more confusing than the first one. Not bad. I would give you in between these two, but I have to go with the lower one because I want you to make some changes in here and to make it better. And once you change it and make it better, I'll raise the grade. And then for the conclusion, because the studies, I think we talked about this in class yesterday. You do kind of summarize here. I would like a little bit more of a summary here. You just basically repeated what you said in your topic sentences, so give a little bit more. Give your opinion, and you give a recommendation. I would just add, like, the recommendation can be a little more clear and explain why you would give that recommendation. So, like I said yesterday, because, if you want to be a doctor, you have to be ready to work long hours, study a long time, and because this is what they, and that's kind of like telling why that they're doing that. So make those changes, correct it, and re-upload it, and that's it.